This is a Take 5 video. Take a few minutes for your spiritual health. Hi, I'm Jill. I channel angel messages and angel energy. And the overall energy I sense as I walk about right now is grief, which is not unusual after a big period of purging. We often do that from one year to the next. We purge the old to move into the new year, right? This year was a little different than most because we are really purging our entire patterns as individuals. We are purging old systems. We are creating the new just by our stillness, is what I'm hearing. Archangel Gabriel is the one channeling through me right now the most. I just sensed his energy come in, so I just take a minute just to send his white, bright light of protection around you from head to toe and toe to head. Center that into the heart. And just to know that this is a time that will pass. This too shall pass, he says. So yes, there will be ups and downs through the rest of 2024, as there always are. But we're moving toward this new world that everybody keeps talking about. And I listen to some people talk about the new world as if like we're moving to like another planet. We're staying here. But it's just going to be that we're going to be living eventually, after all these shifts and changes over the next year and a half, I'm hearing. And just joy, we're going to learn our lessons by positive reinforcement, by joy, by happiness. But right now we're purging the old way of learning by lessons. I've always struggled with that word. Lord, don't give me any more lessons, please. But that's the way we learned. That's the way we often connected. And we're still releasing some of that. The old ways of learning by traumatic experiences. There's actually a word for it, trauma bonding, where we connect through our traumas. So there's going to be a time over the next year where we're still releasing the traumas, but this was a big, huge release the last 2 weeks of December going into the first week of January. And so that all sounds gloom and doom, but like I said, what they're showing in my head, I often see things in symbols like bumps, just like road bumps. And then we have to be realistic. I definitely would define myself as spiritual, but I have my feet on the ground. So we're not going to bounce right up to joy. We're going to have these periods, we're going to feel this immense joy, and we're going to be sensing what this new world is going to feel like, and then drop back down. So it's like we're practicing for it energetically in some ways. But first we need to come to a place of peace. Everything goes in stages, and so over the next year, peace is what we're working towards. So if this video is giving you a moment of peace, and I'm automatically just moving my hands to settle the energy in my space, in my actual aura, in the room where I sit. So as I receive, you receive. And I keep clearing my throat. As I sat down to do this video, it was difficult for me to talk, which people that know me would think that's hilarious. But I think it's because I'm really sharing the truth of who I am, as we all are. And we keep saying, like, some of these things are becoming like almost like catchphrases, but some of these spiritual phrases are really, there's truth in them, and there's truth in sitting in your truth. And I just sat down, crawled out of bed, sat down with the intent to even help one person calm down. But as we all calm down as individuals, we are one. Another phrase that gets thrown around, but we came from one consciousness, everything. So I heal, you heal. As you heal, other people heal. And it goes to the other, to the other, to the other. Yeshua says, heal yourself to heal the other. That's what he says when I'm channeling him. So I started out saying about the grief energy that's out there, because as we purge old patterns, a lot of us disconnected from people, a lot of us had losses of loved ones and pets over the past few weeks. The grief energy just gets dispersed out there, and I can feel it when I'm walking around out and about. So I don't want to say anything without any way to try to alleviate it in some way. And yes, I channel angel messages, angel energy, Mother's energy, Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, lots of energies. But over the years, people would ask me, what are you trained in? And I fell into my healing abilities. And yes, I'm saying my healing abilities because I'm a healer. We're all healers. It's also something that needs to go away. People have corrected me over the years. You are not a healer. It's the angels doing the healing. Okay, great. But I'm also doing something. I'm here. I am a healer, and we're all healers. Just by being, just by our stillness, just by our kindness. And so kindness is one way to just cut the grief energy, just cut it away. So if I'm out and about and just give a kind word to someone, or just listen for just a moment to someone who doesn't have anyone that listens to them, consciously listen to someone. We all have ways to cut through this grief energy, to clear it for everyone, if we are conscious about it. Other ways, like I said, everybody who asked me, what are you trained in? And I would say, I would look at them and God. But really the way that's what we call the 3D world, the world where we walk. People want qualifications, certifications. They want you to kind of prove who you are. So in order to answer that question, in 2019, I started my journey of becoming a Jinshin Jitsu practitioner and went to my first 5-day training. And in Jinshin Jitsu, which is a beautiful Japanese art of harmonizing, in a nutshell, we're pulling everything in, all the elements, nature, to me, the angels, all the everything, energy of the flowers. But we're pulling God source energy down through the sun. And as we pull that down, everything I just said, all the everything, the flowers, the grass, the water, all the elements come in. We pull that, whatever word you want to put on it, God energy, source energy, down through the sun. Just open up your arms to receive. It hits you in your shoulders. The sun energy goes down through the solar plexus, spreads throughout your body, and then you have jumper cable hands to harmonize. So I use principles of Jinshin Jitsu in everything I do. Even if I'm channeling, I'll say the breath starts with the exhale. That came from Jinshin Jitsu. But within that, Jinshin Jitsu identifies 5 attitudes that can, if you have unresolved emotions, they can turn into attitudes that can block your energy, and then we can develop physical health symptoms. And so each of the fingers is correlated to harmonizing those 5 attitudes. And so I will show you 2 of them. The first one is grief, so the ring finger, and I always hold the ring finger down and away. The left side of the body helps to harmonize past issues, the right side of the body, current stressors. So all you're doing is just holding Taking a conscious breath. The breath starts with the exhale. Exhale down the front of the body. Inhale up the back. Just imagine in your mind's eye your breath is moving down. Just exhale. I'm sitting now, so then I'm imagining the breath flipping around the tailbone, going up the back of the spine, connecting to God Source energy. Exhale. Pull down that sun energy, cleansing the front of the body. Inhale. Cleansing the back of the spine. And it's that breath oval. You're exhaling down the front of the body, inhaling up the back. So you could do, in Jin Shin Jitsu, 36 breaths is one complete cycle. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 9 is completion. End of a cycle, beginning of a new. And as we are ending a cycle and beginning a new, we're clearing the grief energy. As one heals, we all heal. Heal one to heal the other, as Yeshua says. So you could hold your finger for one finger for 36 breaths. You could just hold it for 5 breaths. You could 5 equals change. If you have 30 seconds, hold it. This is all about what you need in your moment, in your physical body. But doing this consciously helps heal, helps harmonize everyone, and helps harmonize the grief energy. 2024 is about transmutation, the angels told me, so we're going to transmute grief energy back into source energy just by breathing and holding our finger. And you could send out a prayer, you could feel love in your heart, and just breathe consciously. The other one I'm going to show you, because often the way grief gets expressed is anger. So as you might guess, anger, the attitude of anger is attached to the middle finger. So the same rules for all the fingers. Breathe consciously. Don't really focus on the anger, because we want to think about what we're moving toward, and that is peace. So you can hold these fingers every morning, every night, whenever you're getting frustrated or angry. If you're feeling significant grief, it might be a good idea to take a few minutes each day to actually sit in your grief and feel that. We have to feel our way through things. I learn through feeling. We move through things through feeling. So those of us who are dealing with grief from a significant recent event, you might just want to do that consciously every day. Even if you're not experiencing grief, if you hold those fingers, just to help everyone, just to help your family. I mean, it really is time to be peaceful. And so I am going to wrap this up. I'm going to pulse some apophyllite energy. This apophyllite stone seriously keeps getting more sparkly and sparkly and sparkly. Every time Gabriel is channeling with me, I'm guided through everything. Archangel Metatron actually tells me which stones to pick. He's the one who guides me to guide any type of session, including a video. So I have certain stones in front of me right now, and it seems like Gabriel comes in when I set the apophyllite down. And apophyllite has a very watery energy. So I'm just pulsing that into your mind, to your throat, to your heart. Just pulsing that energy in, just doing some cleansing, asking Archangel Gabriel's bright white light to shower over you. So we cleanse down the front of the body, the left, the right, and behind. Once again, I'm just going to keep pulsing as I'm talking, just pulsing in your whole aura, which extends typically 3 feet out from the body. I also just recorded what I'm calling Untangle Your Energy videos. I'm going to start doing them every Friday. Cost is $7. They're all about 30 minutes, and I actually do use the feet and the fingers of Jin Shin Jitsu, stone energy, some sound, and of course me, so the angels come with me. Angel energy is in there too. So if you are interested in that, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can email to request the link. It's JILS as in snake, REED 37@gmail.com. If you're on Facebook, you can direct message me. And one more Gabriel cleanse. I bless your day.